Okay, let's make these textures, these glitchy, analog, beautiful, distorted things. It all starts with a sequence in Adobe Premiere for me, where I'm basically trying to make a square loop from videos that I created a while ago. So I took these two test renders and brought them into Premiere, and I thought, I could probably layer these and get some interesting results. So I started layering them with some blend modes. Here I'm kind of trying to, because this, basically what I'm making here is the base for our texture. So whatever happens here, I'm going to export and I'm going to play on the analog TV. And I'm trying to get a GIF-like vibe here, like a chaotic GIF loop that just looks like it was, just distorted in a crazy way. So I'm just playing around with different looks and trying to find what I like. And I kind of landed on this bright orange red thing. I'm imagining this behind a DJ booth at like a big concert or something, and seeing, whatever Diplo or one of those dudes, just that thing is flashing behind them on an LED wall. And here I'm exporting the combined videos, because sometimes I feel like when you mesh things together in an export and then again layer them on top, you just get unpredictable results. And I wanted to use the final look that I got meshed with the other videos on top and reverse the video to kind of create this energy flowing kind of from top to bottom, and exporting somehow helped. So I do this a lot when I'm doing like lots of layers and whatever. I export and then I bring it back in. So this is my setup for re-recording. This is the connection that you'll need to connect your computer to the analog TV. So this basically takes the HDMI connection and converts it into RCA. So you need to get that. It's like $8 on eBay. And this adapter is basically for connecting new technology to old technology. So if you want to connect old cameras or VHS or whatever, you don't need that adapter. But I want to connect my iMac straight to that old TV, so I need the HDMI connection to be converted into the analog system. And change your shutter to 1/60 so you don't get flickery refresh rates and it just looks smooth. Alright, so this is where the fun begins. I'm using my Blackmagic Pocket 4K camera with an old Canon FD lens. It's like a 28mm, and I'm recording in 1080. And like, you can use your phone for this if you want. So just put it on a tripod and film the screen, and the magic happens by itself. I think there's just recording the old screen gives you a really cool effect. So we're gonna basically run the Premiere playback to the old screen, analog TV screen, and we're gonna record it. So we're gonna have a base recording, and then for the distortions, you basically just wiggle the cable and you get these cool effects. That's the beauty of analog, I guess. It just gives you things just based on the physical touching of the chords or whatever. So that's the magic right there. Just the wiggle. And you want to place your camera in a way so that later you can scale up the image so it fits. So like you see here, the final, I kind of shot it with the square in mind. And basically what we do here is bring in the footage and start the game, start the fun times, you know. This is where you basically try to find cool looking images that are produced by what you shot, and combining your original with the new, or you can just use the new, you know, the stuff that you shot. You can basically just use that as your main source. But I'm trying to kind of combine the two and see what I can get with the distortions, but also just like the original layered like the stuff I shot layered on the original and what that looks like, and like finding little snippets of the distortions that we got on the screen and just layering them in ways that are interesting, and like that just looks so cool. That's like an amazing GIF. I would definitely like that on Tumblr. So yeah, so I'm basically doing a 30-second edit that just looks chaotic and crazy, and I'm experimenting with different blend modes. And this was a cool moment because I turned it into hue and I got these colors that I really liked. And so that's kind of the whole thing, you know, you find something that you like and then you can know what you did and utilize that effect for, you know, most of the video or whatever. And I'm kind of an impulsive editor, so when I find something I like, I just kind of roll with it. And so I base the whole thing on that thing that I found that I like. And then I wanted to show another way of making textures. So basically I have this macro lens from Moment that I can put on my phone, and you can basically touch the screen with it and it just creates amazing textures because it's like a close-up video of what you have. So I do that a lot when I'm kind of in a need of some extra transitional elements, or I don't have pieces that will kind of give me some chaotic elements, and I just re-record whatever I have and use it. Like especially when somebody gives me an edit and there isn't enough footage to create something dynamic and energetic, I just basically make my own energy with transitions, like the re-recording of the screen, the macro stuff, you know, and then layering different transitional elements inside of that edit. So like if you don't have extra stuff to use, you just got to make your own. So that's something I do a lot when somebody gives me an edit and then they're like, make some energy, make it more dynamic, but they don't give you any footage. So then you have to do it yourself, you know? So that's kind of like, all of this stuff is just solutions to problems. And like you see, you can use those macro transitions in any way you want, like some digital film burn effects, or just stuff that makes your transitions look more interesting. I really like this section because it kind of has those distorted elements to it, and I think that is kind of what I was looking for. You know, I was trying to make this glitchy texture, and it's from the wiggling. You know, you get those squiggly lines being created, and then the layering of stuff. It kind of gives you like a creepy VHS super organic look that's very hard to achieve in digital. At least I don't know how to do it, but here, you know, it's a simple process, but you get very original, unique, very custom looking stuff. You know, this isn't a template. This is you making your own textures. And within this edit, you have so many cool screenshots. You can just like pause on any of these and screen grab them and post them on Instagram or Tumblr or whatever. Like here, this just looked super. It's like this stretchy head at the top. Like, I don't know, it's looking very cool. Okay, and also as promised, I wanted to give away a bunch of overlays. All the stuff that I made in this video is the analog transitions, and then I included some extra ones that I've been using over the years. Some like stuff that I shot on my camcorder, just filming my camcorder, the feedback that gets created when you like point a camcorder at a TV screen and film itself. So here I'm just kind of showing you some uses of it. And also I'm giving away grain, which was like a real 8mm grain that I tried to get my film scanned, and it came back like this. So the camera just didn't work, but I got a texture out of it. I spent like way too much money getting it developed, and then nothing came back. So here's I'm playing around with some of the textures that I exported, and here I'm trying to use the Luma key, but it didn't work very well. Changed it to like a difference blend mode. In a second, you'll see it. There's like this kinetic hit that happens, and it changes from like I'm trying to find the perfect spot here, and yeah, so this one, it almost looks like it hits and it transitions into the other shot, and especially with the light moving in both of them, it just looks really cool. And here are some examples of the textures. Like all this stuff is made with the textures that I'm giving away, so you can use these for whatever you want. Okay, so yeah, go to my website, download this stuff, use it for anything you want. I would love to see how you're using it, and let me know if this video was helpful. I hope it was. Make your own textures, get creative with it, and find some cool looking stuff. Okay, I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you later.